Nation of Fit and 10, welcome to day 47. And reminder, scans are happening this upcoming Friday and Saturday. If you haven't booked your scan, please make sure you do. www.calendly.com/train on main. It's in your latest macro email. One thing I wanted to say, a lot of you have stopped sending me your food journals. A ton of you, in fact. All right, almost all of you. So I got maybe still, I don't know, 6 people or something that are still sending me their food journals. Okay, not a lot. So keep doing this. You know, this consistency, I know it's work that you're doing, but I'm telling you right now, the accountability is going to help you to do much better in this challenge. All right, so remember, yes, some is better than none, but it's really all about consistency. And inconsistency can be very, very frustrating because, you know, it feels like you're working, but sometimes, and I'm not suggesting that this is happening, but I've seen it before, obviously many times. You know, if you work hard some days and then other days you're way off, it can become very frustrating, right? Because you're taking a couple steps forward, then you take a couple steps backwards, and you just kind of ping-ponging, right? You're kind of spinning your wheels. Okay, questions here, so let's get into it so don't waste more time. All right, this person writes, and I hope it's okay for me to put this on video. I mean, I'm not saying who this person is. This person writes, I am disappointed / confused about my results. I've lost basically 6 pounds, but gained fat and lost muscle. It doesn't make sense because I feel stronger, though still weak, and my clothes fit better. I could definitely use a discussion on this. All right, so first of all, I want to tell this person that you did not gain fat, okay? You lost fat. I actually printed off both your results here so we can go through this in detail, and this is really good for everybody to listen to. So let's run through the results here of this person's scan. So first to second scan here we're talking about. So overall, this person lost 6.6 pounds. So I'm gonna write this down actually. This person lost 6.6 pounds. Now, what happened is the person lost some lean mass, a little bit of dry, sorry, let me just reset that. The person lost some lean mass, this being body water and dry lean mass. Okay, so we'll go through that just in a second here in more detail. And they lost body fat. Okay, so you did lose body fat. Your body fat is less. Your total body fat mass on your body has gone down. You have less body fat on your body. Okay, from this scan to this scan. What you probably got confused with is your body fat percentage went up. Now, the reason why your body fat percentage went up is because you dropped so much water. All right, water is just read as lean body mass. We are mainly made up of water. Okay, we are, you know, somewhere between 60 and 80%, and yes, there is quite a range because it depends on how much muscle mass you have. All right, but on average, we're probably somewhere in the high 60s on average for in terms of the amount of water we carry in the body. All right, so you know we can cause fluctuations in this, obviously. So the reason why your body fat percentage is showing as higher is because you lost lean body mass. Yes, you lost body fat. This is good. This will lower your body fat percentage. But if you lose lean body mass, remember, we're just talking about, when we talk about body fat percentage, we're talking about the ratio between fat to non-fat. So yeah, your fat went down, but also your non-fat went down. And your non-fat went down enough that, that your body fat percentage shows as higher. Okay, but this doesn't mean you're fatter. All right? In a ratio perspective, you're fatter, but in a holistic sense, you're less fat. Okay? Carrying less body fat. Now, one thing I want to say here before we move on in this is, and this is not directed at this person because I see this all the time, all right? And that is, if you want to make your scan look good, this goes for everybody here because I know the way people think, and I've seen it before. I've had people come in who are trying to win the challenge. Anyways, I don't need to get any detail, I guess. But I've had people just come in and, before they come in for their scan, they do these extreme things. Quite often it's people doing tons of cardio. And what this will do right close to your scan is it's going to make your scan look worse. So the best thing you can do to make your scan look the best is to hydrate well and make sure you get in all your carbohydrates, okay? Make sure you're well hydrated, so enough of your salts, your electrolytes, your water, and make sure you get enough of your carbohydrates, all right? Now, I really wouldn't suggest carbing up, but you could. You could do this for your last scan. It will make your scan look better because this will increase in the short term, okay? Hydrating will always do this, but excess carbohydrates in the short term, especially if you did carbohydrate depletion, okay, you were following low carbohydrates for a while, will cause your body to hold more water. It will make your lean body mass look higher. It will lower your body fat percentage, okay? So coming back to this person here, let me just say this. So again, if you want to make your scan look better, make sure you're well hydrated. And ideally, I realize that this is not always the case because we're doing lots of exercise in this challenge. Try not to work out the day before the challenge, try not to work out before your scan, okay, the day before the scan, or the day out for that matter. All right, this is one reason why I don't want you to have caffeine before you come in for your scan, because it dehydrates you. So the question is, let's just run through the numbers here. So this person lost 3.5 pounds of water. They lost 1.1 pounds of dry lean mass, and they lost 2 pounds of fat. That's where the total 6.6 pounds came from. All right, that's a total 6.6 pounds that they lost between their first and their second scan. So how did they lose 3.5 pounds of water? I don't know. I don't know what happened, and I don't know if you did anything on purpose or not. That I can't speak on. But here are some things that can cause you to lose extra water. All right, so, and this is a non-exhaustive list. I just quickly wrote this up. Using laxatives can cause this. Excessive exercise, which I already mentioned, can cause you to be down in total body water. Taking a diuretic, whether it's prescription or it's just a natural diuretic, dandelion root, horsetail, caffeine. Doing or taking in less carbs than what you were prior, okay? And this would have to be, this would really be like carbohydrate depleting. We're not talking about having like a little bit less carbs. This is having an excessively low amount of carbohydrates for a long duration. Lack of fluids, so holding back on fluids. Dropping your sodium, all right? This is obviously an electrolyte, but in particular sodium, so cutting out your sodium. Going into a sauna, all right? Sauna will help you to lose water, okay? So all these things here, and there's more than this, will help you to lose water, all right? This will bring down your weight, but it will make your scan look worse, okay? So just keep that in mind. So to this person, I don't know how or why you drop so much water, but I would think that it's probably due to one or more of these things, or maybe there's something I missed. But yeah, the body just wouldn't drop water just spontaneously unless, I guess another thing could be like if you were taking medication and you stop taking the medication, that's always possible. Okay, if it's a medication that was making you hold water. I'm just trying to think about different scenarios here. But the big difference between the two scans is it's a body water difference. Okay. So, don't be discouraged by this. I will also tell you that when somebody comes in dehydrated, the scan tends to show the person. It tends to show a person slightly fatter. It kind of estimates your fat mass to be a little bit higher. All right. So, and why that is, I don't really know exactly, but it's like kind of skews it a bit. So, obviously we want to just try to keep all the variables as consistent as possible, scan to scan. So do your best with that, but please try to think about being well hydrated for your scan. Okay. Just in general for all your scans. All right, that's a long kind of explanation. I hope this helps. And if it doesn't, just let me know. Message of the day. Those who remain focused win. I don't really like this this message of the day, but really it's just about, or I should say those who remain focused succeed. It's really just about being consistent. Consistency is really consistency of the right things, of course. This is where the magic lies in whatever you're trying to achieve. You got to put in every day, you've got to put in those things that help you to get closer to your goal. It's all about the consistency of the right things. It's about making them what? Habits, right? It's not about motivation. It's about saying, okay, here's my checklist. I need to do this and this and this and this. Irrespective of how you feel, I realize that, that may not sound very considerate of me, but I'm just saying, it's just about going through the checklist every day. Boom, 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 boom. Every day, every day, every day. And this is how you will succeed. All right, so just keep that in mind. This is where the magic lies in everything, and this is the hard thing. Believe me, I struggle with this as well. Maybe not so much in this area of my life, but in other areas. So, don't feel bad. Okay, but try to do better. Okay, if you struggle with consistency. Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for the love of God, give gratitude. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.